The Yllari had always feared the Deathworlds. To most civilizations in the galaxy, such planets were uninhabitable wastelands, places where gravity crushed bones, where predators evolved to hunt in endless cycles of violence, and where storms tore landscapes apart in minutes. Any species born on such a world was dismissed as unstable, savage, and dangerous. For millennia, the Yllari believed it was best to avoid such places. They thrived instead in the calm star systems of the Council worlds, where war was a relic of the past and diplomacy was woven into their culture. Their archives were full of warnings. Deathworlders cannot be trusted. They destroy themselves and everything around them. That belief held strong until they met humans. When Earth's first transmissions spread through the relay networks, the Yllari watched in silent horror. Reports came back. Gravity 1 standard above Council average, oxygen-rich atmosphere, hurricanes the size of continents, volcanoes, earthquakes, droughts, and winters that froze oceans solid. Yet the humans not only survived, they flourished. They built machines to fly, to tunnel, to swim through oceans, and to rise beyond their skies. The Council's first reaction was predictable: quarantine. But the Yllari, ever curious, sent observers. That was when Elder Karoth first encountered a human. He remembered the day vividly. The human's name was Captain Elias Ward, commander of a small exploratory ship. Unlike the monstrous brute Karoth had imagined, Ward was calm, direct, and carried a strange warmth in his eyes. When Karoth asked how his people endured such a violent planet, Ward simply laughed. Endure? No, we adapt. That's what we do. The Yllari did not understand then, but soon they would. It was the time of the Vorkan invasion. The insectoid war clans, bred for slaughter, swept through frontier colonies, tearing apart defenses that had stood for centuries. The Yllari fleets, sleek, beautiful, diplomatic, crumbled before the Vorkan horde. Entire worlds fell in weeks. The Yllari cried out to the Council for aid. Yet the Council hesitated, calculating, debating, and stalling as species died by the millions. But not the humans. Captain Ward's ship returned, not with a fleet, but with a promise. We've seen this before, he told Karoth. On our world, predators bigger than us tried to wipe us out. Diseases tried, ice tried, fire tried. We didn't quit. We fought. If you'll stand with us, so will we. At first, the Yllari were skeptical. Humanity's fleets were small, outdated compared to Council standards. Yet when the first joint strike came, the Yllari learned the truth. Humans fought like nothing they had ever seen. Where Yllari ships retreated in fear of losses, humans pressed forward, adapting on the fly, turning wreckage into cover, sacrificing ships to win ground. Where the Yllari mourned defeat, humans roared with defiance, their determination burning brighter after every setback. The galaxy called them reckless. The Yllari called them allies. The turning point came during the siege of Narthus Prime. The Vorkans swarmed the skies, their hive ships blotting out the sun. The Yllari fleet faltered, ready to retreat, but the human flagship Resolute held position. Broadcasting across every channel, Captain Ward's voice cut through despair. Listen to me. You think this is the end? No, this is just another storm. And storms pass, but only if you stand through them. We are Deathworlders, yes, but that means we know how to survive the impossible. Fight with us. Inspired, the Yllari ships rallied. They followed the humans into the heart of the swarm. The battle raged for 3 days, but when the dust cleared, Narthus Prime still stood. For the first time in history, the Vorkan were pushed back. Generations later, Elder Karoth would tell the story to younglings in the crystal halls of Yllari Prime. He would describe how humans, once feared as monsters from a death world, became the shield and spear of the galaxy's fragile peace. He would recall the humans saying that lingered in his mind. Endure? No, we adapt. The Yllari had feared the Deathworlders. But in the end, it was those very Deathworlders who became their greatest allies and their dearest friends.